All right, welcome everybody to tonight's broadcast of the Gilbert Tigers taking on the North Polk Comets in a regional softball game to go to state. Right now we're just kind of kicking things off. They're announcing the Gilbert starting lineups, and I'll go through those with you quickly here. And feel free to give me a buzz, let me know if I'm on or not. Carly Schwartz is leading off tonight for the Tigers and playing center field. Katie Sneezik will be playing shortstop. Batting third, Tavares Smith at second base. Emma Lateral playing first base. Taylor Puck follows Emma in left field. Maddie Shannon playing third base. Delaney Eichert will be the designated player tonight. Batting eighth is Addison Hodgen, the pitcher. And then Zoe Jones in right field. And the flex player tonight will be Olivia Lateral, who will be catching. And for the Comets tonight, I'll do my best with the pronunciation of the names. Ella Husak will be playing shortstop. Elise Engelbertson will be the designated player batting second. Pitching tonight for the Comets will be Ava Husak. And then Lucy Lucas will be behind the plate. Caitlin Cleaver will be the second baseman. Tessa Dillinger at first base. Avi Koldeka in center field. And Maddie Cleaver will be in right field. Lauren Osborne will be in right field. Or excuse me, got off a little bit on the lineup there. My mistake. I'll try and fix that up really quickly here. But this is a game to go to state here, and we're about ready to have the national anthem. And so we'll pause here while the national anthem goes. All right, so here we go. North Polk will be the home team, so the Tigers will bat first here. We'll see if I remember the other night, the home game that Gilbert played against the Tigers, the opposing pitcher from Mason City, against Mason City, the opposing pitcher only threw one warm-up pitch in each inning, so we'll see if that changes here tonight. All right, and again, it is audio only today just because rules for the postseason. So leading things off for Gilbert will be Carly Schwartz, the center fielder. Do my best to give you a description of the action. Kind of a nice spot here at North Polk, right beside the dugout. You'll probably hear plenty from the Gilbert team, as there's a little box right beside the dugout that we can do media from. And Carly steps into the plate. First pitch is low, the ball 1. Carly rips that one to right field, and it'll be just foul. Really good strike on that ball. That would have probably bounced off the fence. I couldn't quite see it. Carly lays down a bunt. It stays fair, and she gets the single. That was one of those ones of absolutely perfect bunt down the line. The third baseman came up to try and field it. She might have had a chance to let it go foul. She tried to barehand it and make a play when that ball was right on the line, and didn't quite pick it cleanly. I think Carly would have beat it out anyway. So that'll bring up Katie Sneesick, who's a freshman this year, having a great year. And she's going to lay down a bunt. They'll go to first here. Carly will advance to second. So Katie sacrifices Carly into scoring position at second base. That'll bring up Tavaria Smith. Tavaria also a freshman, batting .325 this year. Kind of worked her way into that 3 spot. Takes a strike on the outside part of the plate. Gilbert wearing their black jerseys tonight, all black with the G on the chest. North Polk in mainly black uniforms with some red piping on the sleeves. That one's just a bit low. Pretty good location there. 1-1 is the count to Tavaria. That one's fouled off, back over the backstop, so that'll be a 1-2 count to Tavaria. That one just on the outside corner. Great eye there by Tavaria Smith. 2-2 count. That one gets her low and outside. That's a strike 3, which will bring up Emma Lateral. Emma comes up to the plate. She's a .302 average this year. 15 RBIs in the season. It'd be a great time to pick one up right now for the Tigers. Emma gets a hold of one. That's going to be a tricky one to get to, and it falls in the middle. Nice little Sunday leaguer, just found a home right over the shortstop. Couldn't quite get to it. Center fielder couldn't quite come in and get to it. Kind of in that triangle right behind second and second base, left field. And so Tigers take a 1-0 lead here on the base hit by Emma Lateral. And so that'll bring up Taylor Puck to the plate. Taylor's a junior, takes a ball for the first pitch just outside. Taylor batting 255, but has the team lead in RBIs with 21. That one's just outside as well. Not giving that outside corner here. Taylor steps in, 2-0 count. And that one's outside as well. Catcher's trying to frame it. That's a 3-0 count. Emma Lateral on first base. And that one comes as a strike. Hard to see from where we're at on the side here. That looked like a very similar location to some of the early pitches, but again, don't know where the catcher's exactly set up. I've got a side angle here. Taylor swings through that one. 3-2 count. That one's fouled off behind. Had that timed out pretty well. Went straight back over the backstop. Emma Lateral's on the run there with a 3-2 count and 2 outs. Top of the first, if you're just tuning in, Tigers have a 1-0 lead. Taylor swings through that one for strike 3. Like I said, the Tigers do put 1 run on the board here with a couple of hits. Carly Schwartz and Emma Lateral with a RBI that had eyes on it that got over the infield. So we'll head to the bottom of the first inning here as North Polk Comets will send Ella Usak, Elise Engelbertson, and Ava Usak to the plate. Those are the 3 that are due up. Addison Hodgen, the pitcher for the Gilbert Tigers. All right, Ian Smith just coming in and saying hi to me here. Big win by the boys today. They'll be here tomorrow night, I believe. And just across the sidewalk, basically, is the Comet baseball field. So kind of back-to-back nights, back-to-back Comets versus Tigers here in Alleman. Ella Husak steps to the plate for North Polk. Tigers have a little team powwow behind the pitcher's plate, the pitcher's circle, and now we are ready to roll. Maddie Shannon playing in on third base for the Tigers, excuse me. First pitch is ball 1 from Addison Hodgen. One 0 count here to Husak. Second pitch is in there for a strike. Husak steps back in, taps the plate. Hodgen toes the pitching plate. That one's low for a ball. Husak was looking to bunt there. And she does lay one down right to Hodgen. Hodgen, great play. The ball was right to Hodgen, and she threw a bullet over to Lateral for the out. So that'll bring up Elise Engelbretson. Tigers come into tonight 17-13 on the season, as the first pitch is just outside, it looks like, to the left-handed hitting Ingebretson. Hodgson delivers, and that one's well low. 2-0 count now to Ingebretson. Ingebretson's the designated player tonight. Two-0 count. Hodgson ready to go. Puts one in there for a strike that time. Ingebretson, 470 hitter on the year. 16 RBI, only a sophomore. That one's ripped down the right field line. Joey Jones keeps it to a single, but that ball was ripped hard. Just over top of the infielders. And so that'll bring up Ava Husak, number 12. Ava's a 421 hitter. .26 RBIs on the year. And that's strike one after the first pitch from Hodgson. So 0-1. 1 out here in the bottom of the second, bottom of the first. That pitch is a little low, 1-1 count. Bottom of the first, 1-0 Tigers. That's ball 2, 2-1 count. Ingebretson still at first base, 2-1. Hodgson delivers. That one is fouled off down the left field line. Brings up a 2-2 count to Ava Husak. Two and two's our count. Hodgson delivers a fly ball to left field. Puck started to come in and then readjusted just in time. That had to go back and reach up and grab it, and that brings out number 2. So that'll bring up Lucy Lucas. Leads the team in RBIs in the 4 spot. That first pitch comes in a little low. 34 RBIs on the year for Lucas. Obviously a dangerous hitter. Second pitch is in there for a strike. We got a 1-1 count. 2 outs, bottom of the first here in Alleman. Beautiful night for a softball game. Little cloud cover. Doesn't look like anything's threatening right now as far as rainfall goes. Some good shade trees around the field. And a really good spectator area around the outfield fence. This third ball is driven right to the center fielder, Carly Schwartz. And that'll wrap up first inning. No runs on 1 hit for the Comets. That was a well-struck ball, but right at Carly Schwartz. All right, so that'll bring up the Tigers here in the top half of the second. Maddie Shannon, followed by Delaney Eichert and Addison Hodgson. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Looks like got quite a few viewers out there right now. Listeners, I guess, unless you're just sitting there staring intently at the graphic on the screen. Hope you have something better to do than that. But if you don't, that's okay. So Tigers obviously excited about how the game has started, taking a lead in the second. And the Comets this year, 29-4. 29-4 on the year. Great season for them. Won the Raccoon River with a 15-1 record, and that's a tough conference. All right, here comes Maddie Shannon, the third baseman tonight for the Tigers. She steps in. That one just down and low, down and outside. So one ball seems to be where Ava Husak's been missing so far, is just to the outside part of the plate. That one goes in there for a strike, a swinging strike. Maddie put a good cut on it. 1-1's your count. That one just misses outside too. Maddie Shannon batting .296. 10 walks on the year as well. Maddie, a junior. That one misses high and outside. That was probably the pitch that is missed by the farthest so far. So a 3-1 count here for Maddie Shannon. Be great to get that leadoff runner on board again for the Tigers. Good cut there from Maddie, fouls it straight back. So 3-2 count. To Maddie Shannon. She puts one, kind of a check swing, foul ball. Stays alive. Good battle here from Maddie, making her work, making Husak work. This one she flares down the right field line. The right fielder right on the foul line, able to reel it in. So that's one out. Delaney Eichert will come up to bat for the Tigers. Delaney, a junior. Delaney takes a good crack at the first pitch, fouls it back. So again, if you're just tuning in, we are in the top of the second. Gilbert has a 1-0 lead over North Polk. Another good cut there by Delaney. Sneaks by her though, that's strike two. So 0-2 to Eichert. That one misses just outside. Good job holding up on that. Husak trying to just live on that outside corner for the most part, it looks like. That one's fouled off. Just a little ways down from me. So still we'll be at 1-2 here. Husak taking some time in between pitches here on this one. Fires, and that one's fouled off again by Eichert. Tigers have been having some good, solid, long at-bats here, making them work. That one she puts on the ground. It's going to be over to second base. Fielded nicely there and thrown out. So the pitcher, Addison Hodgen, comes to the plate here. Hodgen will try and help her own cause. First pitch is low and outside for ball 1. Addison steps in. Rips one. Hard hit ball to the second baseman, but able to scoop it up nicely. Well hit ball by Hodgen, but just happened to go right at the second baseman. And so that'll wrap up the top of the second. With no runs, no hits, no errors for your Tigers. Look at the outfield is just covered with people in camping chairs. There's no screen or anything to obstruct the view, and a lot of the Tiger fans, I think, took advantage of the opportunity to go out to the outfield. Just pretty much from foul pole to foul pole out there, stacked with people. It's a great crowd here tonight. Great crowd here tonight. So you've got pretty much the stands behind us are filled up, camping chairs along the fencing behind home plate, as well as in the outfield from, like I said, from foul pole to foul pole. You see the two twin giant radio towers or cell phone towers or whatever they are, TV towers. Right here in Alleman, if you haven't been down here before, there's two giant towers behind the school that just kind of makes it look like the town is a center for communications. And so here we go, bottom of the second. Addison Hodgen, the pitcher again for the Tigers. And we've got Caitlin Cleaver. She rips one to left. That one's deep and out of here. First pitch swing, driven out by Cleaver. That one was well struck, first pitch, very aggressive on it, and there you go. So Caitlin Cleaver, deep to left. So I'll bring up number 14, Tessa Dillinger. This one is off the end of the bat, and it's going to find space in left field as well. That one just over the head of Maddie and just hit the grass in left field. So I'll bring up Ava Kudelka, the center fielder. Kudelka, number 2, a freshman. She's going to square it a bunt. Lets it go. And it's low in there for a ball. Kudelka's a .231 hitter. Again, only a freshman, 17 RBIs on the year. And that's squares to bunt again. Kudelka does and fouls it off. Squared to bunt there. That one just misses. Ball 2. 2-1 count to Kudelka. Tied up at 1-1 now, bottom of the second. Lays down a bunt to first. Able to get the out at first. The bunt, pretty hard bunt, just down the line right to lateral. She took it herself, touched the bag. We got one down. Kudelka does move to second base, and that'll bring up number 1, Maddie Cleaver. Maddie, an 8th grader. 284 in the year. That one's ripped to right field. Maddie Shannon is going to bring it in. Couldn't quite get the throw to home. So Dillinger does score. It was a hard hit ball by Maddie Cleaver. Zoe Jones got it in as quick as she could, so the Comets take a 2-1 lead. Cleaver will go to second base. This will be Lauren Osborne, the 9-hitter. Strike on the outside. So strike one. 1 out here. That one's put in the air. That'll be deep to left, over top of Taylor Puck's head. One more run will score. So Cleaver and Osborne both with a couple of hard hit balls. Coach Sneezek goes out to have a conversation with the infield here. Gets everybody together, trying to regroup a little bit and get out of the inning. 1 out, 3-1 is your score. Comets ahead. And that'll roll to the top of order. It's Ella Husak. So top of the order again here. Husak, a .437 hitter. She takes one out to left field. Taylor Puck able to get it. Pretty well struck ball, but Taylor plays it and gathers it in. That's 2 outs. So Elise Engelbretson got to hit her last time up. Good fastball there from Hodgen to get it on top early. That's a foul ball that goes off the crow's nest, or whatever you want to call that over there. Big brick building, I guess it's their crow's nest. Kind of on the angled side of the field. We're down on the field right beside the dugout here, the Tiger dugout. Pretty good looking pitch there from Hodgen, was just a little high. Engelbretson steps in. Here's the pitch. She almost exactly like the last one. She just rips it right over top. Run does score, but 21, Engelbretson tries to go ahead and go to second and is thrown out on the play there. So the run does score on the timing play, I believe. And that'll bring up the Tigers down 4-1 here. So up for the Tigers. Let's see who we got here. Zoe Jones. And then we'll flip over to the top of the order. So the run did score. So on that play, it would be a timing play to see if they crossed the plate first before the runner was thrown out, and they did. So 4-1 Comets after 2 innings. So Zoe Jones will start things off here for Gilbert. Ball 1 to Zoe. That ball came across in the dirt from Ava Husak. Zoe looking to swing, run and swing there. The kind of the running bunt. North Polk third baseman is way in. That one's popped up. And foul. So Zoe Jones in the hole, 1-2. That one's a ball, 2-2. Two and 2 count and sneaks by her for a strikeout. That'll bring the top of the order up for Gilbert. Carly Schwartz. First pitch in there from a strike from Husak. That one's driven hard by Schwartz, ripped foul. That one would have been way gone if it was fair. Carly, a .410 hitter as a freshman. A little change up there on the outside part of the plate. Bring the count to 1-2 for Carly. Score again is 4-1. We're at the top of the third inning. Carly punches one. Great piece of hitting there. Just kind of stuck her bat out. Was able to rip one straight up the middle. And she'll get to first base. So Carly now 2 for 2 on the night. That'll bring up Katie Sneesick. Katie batting .386. She flares one down the right field line. I think that's going to get foul. And it is. Luckily out of play. Katie being nice and aggressive on that first pitch. So Katie steps in down 0-1. Ooh, had a good cut there. That's a foul ball. Just ticked it and it got away from the catcher. Carly Schwartz tried to take second there, but they say no, unfortunately you can't do that. You have to go back to first. Little change up there again to Katie. That goes in for a ball. That one brings the count to 1-2. So 1-2 to Sneesick. Runner on first. That one's way outside. So we've got 2-2 as our count. Two and 2 to Katie Sneesick. She steps in. Husak delivers. That one's high and outside again. And Schwartz steals second on the play. Throw was just a little off. That brings the count to 3-2. Runner in scoring position here for Sneezik. She drives one, that's going to fall. And Schwartz makes it to third on that. It was not it was a well-hit ball, but right at the center fielder. So Schwartz had to kind of wait and see if it was going to fall or not. And it got in there for a base hit. We got first and third. Schwartz to third. Katie Sneezik at first. And that'll bring up Tavaria Smith. So Tavaria steps in. Husak delivers. That one's ripped. Oh my goodness. What a hit right at the third baseman. I don't know how she reacted to catch that. That ball was absolutely smoked. Man, just bad luck there. Just absolutely crushed that ball right at the glove side of the third baseman. I honestly think if it would have been to the other side of her, she would not have had time to react to catch that ball. It was absolutely smoked. Unfortunately for the Tigers, that's 2 outs. Brings up Emma Lateral. She takes a ball there, so the count is actually 1-1. Emma on the year, a .302 hitter, 15 RBIs. She hits one, see if we can get foul, and unfortunately the first baseman's able to get it in foul territory to end the inning. So the Tigers get a couple of hits, but can't quite get one across. So we'll go to the bottom of the third inning here. A score 4-1, Comets. Comets will have Ava Husak, Lucy Lucas, and Caitlin Cleaver up here in the bottom half. So here comes Husak. She flew out to left field her last time up. This one goes out to left field again. That's going to be tough, and it bounces in front of Puck and gets away from her a little bit. That was right on the line. Tough play. And Coach Sneezik will call timeout again. And we'll have a new pitcher come in for the Tigers. It'll be CC Hart. Or sorry, Clara Newton. Clara Newton will take some warm-up pitches. Again, thanks for tuning in. Just a little update. It's 4-1 in the bottom of the third. It'll be CC Hart. Or sorry, Clara Newton. And Clara's ready to go here. All right, so that'll bring up number 16, Lucy Lucas. She flew out to center field last time. We got a pinch runner at second base for Husak. Newton delivers her first pitch. That's a strike. Clara's a freshman this year. Delivers another. I guess she missed. Must have been outside. So 1-1's our count. Here comes a bunt from So there's a bunt laid down there by Lucas, and she was able to advance to second. So that's second and third. This is Caitlin Cleaver coming to the plate now. There's a strike to Cleaver. Cleaver hit a home run to left field last time on the first pitch she saw. Right now she's down 0-1. And now down 0-2. Two good pitches there from Newton. Clara toes the rubber, winds up, puts a nice high fastball, gets hit foul by Cleaver, couldn't catch up to it. So count will stay at 0-2. That one's high, it's gonna go past her, and it'll actually score 2 runs as it gets away from Newton on the throwback. So a little powwow here in the pitcher's circle, giving Clara some encouragement. Count is still 1-2. And pitch is delivered. Infield hit right to Tavares Smith for out number 1. So Tessa Dillinger will step to the plate. Tessa, a base hit last inning. Well struck ball, but down the left field line, foul. So the score right now, bottom of the third, 6-1, North Polk Comets. That pitch just high from Newton, so 1-1's our count to Dillinger. Dillinger well behind that one. Foul ball. Just kind of went almost straight left. So Newton up 1-2. That one's up. Must have been just outside again. Sorry, I thought that looked like again, I can't see where the catcher's at and where it's really crossing the plate. It didn't miss high or low, I can guarantee that. And that one, she gets her with swinging. Great pitch there by Newton. 2 outs now for the Comets, and Ava Kudelka, excuse me. Kudelka had a sacrifice last time up. And she spins one behind it as well. So Newton been doing a good job of getting ahead of hitters here in the bottom of the third since she's entered the game. That one's strike 2, so she's up 0-2. Newton steps on the plate. Throws it in there just outside. Great location. Just missed a little outside. 1-2, trying to get her to chase there. That one she swings at. I guess she tipped it. Went off of Lateral's helmet. Coach Sneaks is going to go out and just talk to her a little bit. So we'll have a little position change here. It looks like Katie Sneesick will come in. And catch. So the pitch went off of it was swung on and went off the face mask of Lateral, and it looks like she is going to come out of the game. Sneesick's going to go in and catch. Sneesick's got her gear on, is going to go back and catch. That'll move puck to shortstop. And Schwartz is in center. And apologize, I'm not sure who entered and left. And of course they're the furthest from me here, so I can't see. So sorry about the delay in the action here. I think Olivia is okay overall. Maybe just a little shaken up on the play. All right, so we're going to resume action here. I'll let you know who the left fielder is when I figure it out. That might be... Oh, anyway. Apologize about that, guys. Claire Newton fires to Sneesick. That one is foul, so the count now goes to 2-2. 2 outs. Bottom of the third inning, 6-1 Comets. That one is roped out to left field. I think that's Adeline Gauk is who's out there, I think. Yep, it is. I just looked at able to see a number finally. So a 2 out, single to left. That'll bring up number 1, Maddie Cleaver. And she, again, as most of the hitters have been behind Newton, at least early on in the counts here. So Clara up 0-1 and now 0-2 with another foul ball. And so an 0-2 count again here. See if Newton can get her finished off this time. It's looked really sharp since she came in the game. That one misses outside. 1-2 count. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Again, really a picture-perfect night out here for softball. Again, the boys will play here tomorrow night. That one misses low and outside, so back to a 2-2 count here again. That one goes to Maddie Shannon at third, a little fly-up blooper. All right, so like I said, that'll make it tomorrow night. Tigers and Comets will go at it again. This time the baseball teams right across the way. Up for Gilbert coming in here in the top half of the 4th. We've got Taylor Puck, Maddie Shannon, and Delaney Eichert. All right, thanks for tuning in again.
Okay, number 14, Taylor Puck leading off for Gilbert.
All right, so here we go. Taylor Puck will come up to the plate. That one's low and outside. Kind of the theme of the first pitch tonight for Husak. A lot that just miss outside. That one, again, can't really tell with the catcher's position. Very similar spot, but this one catches the corner for a strike. So 1-1 is our count. Taylor just misses that one, tips it off the end of her bat foul. It's 1-2 count to Taylor Puck. You can get some just kind of rolling clouds, nothing threatening, just a general overcast down here. Perfect, very little wind. That one's in the dirt from Husak. Wind's kind of coming from the east-northeast, according to the flag here. And Puck stays alive there on another foul ball. 2-2's our count. 6-1 Comets our score in the top of the 4th. Puck has that one and hits to the shortstop, just kind of off the end of the bat. And so she flies out to the shortstop there for the first out of the inning. That'll bring up Maddie Shannon. Shannon flew out to right field her first time up. That one's low and outside. Again, kind of the ongoing theme here. Shannon comes up to the plate. Now it's 1-1. Maddie swings through that one. Maddie again, a junior. Fouled off that time from Maddie Shannon. Maddie steps into the box. That one, she held back. Check swing there, and official check down at first says Maddie did not go. That one she rips towards second. Again, that second baseman just gobbling them up. That was a one bouncer, fielded cleanly and thrown out. So that'll be the second out of the inning. First out of the inning. Nope, second out of the inning. Sorry. That one hits the outside corner for the first pitch to Delaney Eichert. Delaney, the designated player tonight. She grounded out to the second baseman her first time up. Out in front of that one a little bit, down 0-2. Delaney also a junior. That one she holds up and it's out. Umpire checks again. Delaney, I don't think there's anywhere close there. That one's dribbled. It's going to be a tough play. Shortstop comes in though and got past the pitcher, kind of dribbled past her a little bit with some funky spin, but the shortstop was there and able to throw her out. So that's a end of the top of the fourth. All right, so we'll go to the bottom of the fourth here again. The Comets are up 6-1. And the Comets will have 9-1-2, Osborne, Husak, Engelbretson. Yeah, so the field kind of is sandwiched now in between what was their old high school and their new high school down to the south. Got a new football facility down there built within the last few years. Looks very similar to, even the inside of the school, there's some definite similarities between Gilbert's high school. I guess we can't really call them new anymore. They're getting close to being 10 years old, but still feels pretty new. And we keep adding on to it, so. But definitely some similarities between the North Polk building and the Gilbert building, I think, based on when I've been in there. Definitely some similarities between the tracks. Maybe it's just the fact that they're both red and black. All right, so Lauren Osborne comes up for the Comets. Clara Newton replaced Addison Hodgen, and I think that one might have gotten Lauren Osborne. It did. So hit by pitch here at the official will come down and check and see how she is. So that'll bring up the top of the order, Ella Husak. She'll do a bunt, and that one goes in past her for a ball. North Polk coach calls time here. Wants to talk to Husak. So we've got Osborne on first base. Nobody out. Bottom of the fourth. Tigers had the lead after the first inning, 1-0, and then in the bottom of the second, Comets kind of came out roaring and put up 4 and put up 2 more here in the bottom of the third. Now they're trying to add on a couple more. That one's a strike. 1-1 count. This time, Husak flares one down left field line, foul. So Clara up on Husak, 1-2. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. She winds up, puts it in, just missed. 2-2 count now. That ball is ripped to Tavaria Smith. And there's a little bit of distraction from the runner going from first to second. And so Tavaria couldn't quite field it cleanly. And runners are safe at all positions, first and second. So Husak gets on. That'll bring up Elise Engelbretson. There's a bunt there from Engelbretson. Nice job with Maddie Shannon coming in and fielding it right in front of the plate. And is able to get the lead runner at third. North Polk coach is none too happy about that. I think he thought that the runner should have made it. So we got 1 out. Runner's still on first and second. Nice snag there by Katie Sneesick. So Ava Husak is 1 for 2 tonight. That one's in there for a strike as the lights start to come on here down in North Polk, down in Alleman. Newton winds up and fires another strike. So again, has been doing a really good job of getting on top of these North Polk hitters. Newton delivers. That one's high. 2-2 count. Nice spot to miss there, though. Try and get him chased a little high. Newton winds up again. This one's flared down the left field line, just foul. That one would have been trouble. It was in that kind of no man's triangle there again. Galk hustles after it and tosses it back in, and we'll do the 2-2 pitch again. The sun's starting to break through here now a little bit as it's setting behind the first baseline. Ooh, that one just missed outside. Good location there again from Newton, but didn't quite get it. That'll bring it to a 3-2 count, 1 out. That one's ripped to left. Oh, and it gets by Jones in right, I should say. In right. That will be a double for Husak. It was a hard hit gapper, and Jones was about a step away from being able to make the catch, and it was able to get by her. So that'll change our score here. Husak will have a pinch runner come out for her. She plates 2, moves the score to 8-1 North Polk.
Number 13, Maddie Simmons in the run.
Maddie Simmons for North Polk to courtesy run. All right, Newton winds up. That's a strike that gets in there to Lucy Lucas. Lucas had a bunt hit her last at bat. Runner on second. Lucas fouls one down the left field line again here, and so that brings the count to 0-2. Newton delivers the 0-2, goes high, can't quite get her to bite and swing. And Katie Sneesick behind the plate here. This counts 1-2. Newton goes high again, can't get her to swing. Newton delivers the 2-2. That one's got a high fly ball to left, off the wall, off the fencing. Puck throws it in, and that'll be a double for Lucy Lucas. So second and third, 1 out for the Comets. And that'll bring up Caitlin Cleaver, who's homered and grounded out to second. Bunt coming. That one's placed down there. Barry Smith trying to get her. Able to get her. And the throw home. Okay, so there's a lot that went on there. There's a sacrifice bunt that went to Tavaria Smith. Tavaria did a great job of just barely getting her by a step. It did play to run. And then the runner from second tried to score at home. And Emma Lateral's throw couldn't quite get her. Great slide by the Comet to slide to the inside and swipe the plate before Katie could tag her. So 2 more runs score for the Comets. And the score to 10-1. So Tessa Dillinger has a hit and a strikeout tonight. Swings through that one, bringing the count to 1-1. Claire had some good heat on that one. That pitch goes foul. So Tessa Dillinger down 1-2. just misses. 2-2 is the count now. That one gets her with a strike on the inside. It's a nice strike out there by Clara. So that'll bring us to the end of 4. With the Comets taking a 10-1 lead coming into the top of the 5th inning. So thanks again, everybody, for tuning in. We've got, looks like about 50 people tuned in right now. It's a pretty good number for a summer game.
Okay, batting at the top of the 5th for number 34, Clara Newton.
All right, Clara Newton gets to bat. So Clara's first time to the plate tonight. That one's just outside. That one also misses outside. So 2-0 is the count. Two 2-0 to Clara Newton. As Husak steps on the pitcher's plate and fires. Newton rips one up the middle for a base hit. So the Tigers get their opening runner on, and that'll bring up Zoe Jones. We have a pinch runner here. I believe that's Brooklyn Neese. That one's very high to Jones. So 1-0 to Zoe. That one winds up, and Zoe just misses that one by a little bit. So 1-1's the count. Zoe trying to do the kind of the drag bunt routine. So Husak ready to deliver it again. That one hits Jones in the arm. So Tigers have the first 2 runners on to start the 5th inning. And that'll bring up the top of the order. Carly Schwartz. And Carly will step to the plate, left-hander. And that one goes off of Carly Schwartz's head. And so Husak having a little bit of a struggle here to start the top of the 5th. And the North Polk coach would like to come out and talk things over a little bit. And Schwartz is on first. That'll bring up Katie Sneezik. Katie's got a sacrifice and a base hit tonight. Be a great time for a second base hit. And so North Polk's coach heads back to the dugouts. See what his words of inspiration does for his pitcher here. Bases loaded, nobody outs for the Tigers. First threat here in a few innings that the Tigers have produced. Katie Sneezik. And she watches the first strike go by. That one's on the outside corner. Katie down 0-1. Just a little ahead of that one. Tips it back to the catcher. And she's down 0-2. Coach Sneezik and Coach Onken giving Katie some words of encouragement. And that one's well outside. Again, bases loaded. Pinch runner Brooklyn Nace on third. Zoe Jones on second. Carly Schwartz on first. Katie Sneezik at the plate with a 1-2 count. She puts one in play. That's going to be a tough play by the shortstop, but she's able to get Katie, but she does a job and puts in a runner. Gets an RBI. That'll bring up Tavaria Smith, who struck out her first time and then hit an absolute rope to the third baseman a couple innings ago that squashed a Tiger rally. Just right to her glove. And that one almost gets away from Ava Husak on that one. So second and third, one out. 10-2 is now our score in the top of the 5th inning. Tavaria Smith. That one misses for a 2-0 count. That one fouled off. Good cut there by Tavaria. So Tavaria steps back in. 2-1 count, 2 balls, 1 strike. That one misses outside, 3-1. So hitters count here for Tavaria. That one misses low, gets away from the catcher, but not far enough away for Zoe Jones to score, but bases are loaded again. Bases loaded for Emma Lateral. Lateral steps in. That one misses low. So Lateral had an RBI in the back in the first on a little bloop single over the infield that scored the first run of the game, and then she flew out to the first baseman in foul territory last time. That one is a strike and a 1-1 count now. 10-2 is our score. Comets over Tigers, but Tigers got something cooking right now. Bases loaded, 1 out. 1-1 count to lateral. That one dribbles off, foul. A 1-2 count here in the top of the 5th inning. A little change up that catches lateral off guard, and that comes in for strike 3, which will bring up Taylor Puck.
Number 14, Taylor Puck.
There's one ripped down the left field line by Puck. That's going to get to the fence. That's going to score 2 runs. And Smith will stop at third. That one was ripped down the left field line. 2 runs there for a double by Taylor Puck. And we'll bring up Maddie Shannon. Maddie flew out to right field and is grounded out to second base. So 10-4 now is our score. Maddie pops one straight up. It's going to be close to the fence and just out of play. For a second there, I thought that was going to stay straight up almost, but was able to drift out and go off the crow's nest building. And so Maddie Shannon's in the hole 0-1, but had that timed out well, just missed it. So Puck on second, Smith on third. That one goes high and outside for a ball. 1-1 is our count now in the top of the 5th inning here with the Tigers up to bat. Threatening, trying to add a couple more, and we've got some sort of conversation between the umpires here. Something that the pitcher did, I'm not exactly sure. All right, we're at 2 balls and 1 strike on an illegal pitch. So 10-4 is the score. Maddie Shannon now up 2-1 in the count. That one's way outside, 3-1. That one catches the outside corner. I don't think he's given that too much tonight. There's quite a reach by the catcher. So 3-2 count now. 2 outs. That one's low. So bases loaded again for the Tigers. As Delaney Eichert comes up, the designated player. So that'll bring up CeCe Hart. CeCe Hart's going to be pinch hitting here. And so again, the bases are loaded here. 10-4 is the current score, but the Tigers have shown some real grit and some real life this inning. She rips one down the third baseline. It gets by the third baseman. That's going to score 2. First pitch hit by CC Hart. And this is a ball game now, 10-6. Still runners on first and second. And that'll bring up Clara Newton, who started this inning. So we've got CC Hart at first, Maddie Shannon in second. Clara Newton is the replacement pitcher that came in and is now up to bat and started off the inning with a base hit. She rips one. That's going to get between the second baseman's legs. That will plate another run for the Tigers. (10-7) is now our score. And now there's a conversation happening. Now there's a conversation happening between the umpire and the North Polk coach. The North Polk coach is coming out to talk to her players, his players again. I apologize, I keep saying her. And so I'll do a little bit of an inning recap here. Clara Newton started off the inning with a base hit and then 2 hit by pitches in a row. Zoe Jones was hit by a pitch, followed by Carly Schwartz. And then Katie Sneezik plated a run with a fielder's choice RBI that scored Clara, and actually the pinch runner, which was Brooklyn Nace. Tavaria Smith then walked. Emma Lateral with a strikeout, but then Taylor Puck had a 2-out RBI double, followed by Maddie Shannon walk. Cecilia Hart RBI single, and then Clara Newton came back up again and was able to put the ball in play and get an error on the second baseman. So that'll bring up Zoe Jones. Zoe Jones was hit by a pitch earlier in the inning. What started off here at the top of the 5th as a 10-1 deficit is now only a 10-7 deficit for your Tigers. So after a long conversation and delay, Zoe Jones will come up to bat. Zoe takes a first strike here. Brooklyn Nace again is pinch running. I think we have another runner on second. I can't see who entered there, unfortunately. Sorry. So Zoe swings through the second one. Now we're at 0-2 again. So Zoe in the hole 0-2. Swings through another one. So what an inning by the Tigers, though. That was a fantastic inning that brought them right back in this game. And you could tell North Polk tightening up a bit throughout that inning as it got closer and closer. They chipped away and chipped away, and now you're got about a bunch of confidence coming in here. And boy, let's see if they can get a quick inning here and get right back in with the sticks at the top of the order. But first things first, the Comets have Ava Kadelka, Maddie Cleaver, and Lauren Osborne coming up. It looks like all of the original players are back in for Gilbert as Coach Sneezik gives a high-low high five to her daughter, the catcher. Not sure if that's legal or not, but it happened.
That's fun, Coach.
Coach Sneezik commenting on that being a fun inning, and yes, it was.
Leading off for North Polk, number 2, Ava.
Fun to watch for all the Tiger fans. So Clara Newton ready to deliver the first pitch at the bottom of the 5th. 10-7's our score. The Tigers trail by 3 as that one missed somewhere. That's a ball. And again, this is Ava Kodelka, who has a hit and a sacrifice. And that's a strike. 1-1 count. That one's popped up but out of play, so 1-2. So Newton ahead in the count like she has been quite a bit here tonight. That one misses just low, so we got 2-2 as our count here for Clara Newton to Ava Kodelka. That one's driven. Oh, and a great play by Puck. That was similar to what happened to Varia Smith a couple innings ago. Except that one, Puck had to stretch out and jump and snag out of the air at shortstop, get the out. So great athletic play there by Puck. Maybe a good thing that Katie Sneezik was catching. I don't know if she would have been tall enough to grab that. This play will go also to Puck. She's going to stop and fire. Unable to get it. That was that ball hopped over the third baseman, Manny Shannon. She had to come over and field it behind her. Another great athletic play. Planted and through. Throw was a little bit offline, but she wouldn't have gotten her anyway. As Maddie Cleaver is able to get on. 1 out. Runner on first for North Polk. This one goes a little high. 1 ball, no strikes. That one also a little high, so in the 2-0 right now. So this is Lauren Osborne, who's got a hit and was hit by a pitch. That one's a strike. That one's hit well to right field. Zoe Jones is going to fire it back in, keep it to a single, and keep the runner at second. So this will bring up the top of the lineup, Ella Husak, who actually has not gotten on yet tonight. Grounded out pitcher to first and then lined out to left. I should say she did get on an error. That one's high from Newton, so Husak has 1 ball and 0 strikes in her favor right now. There's a bunt attempt. That goes foul, and that brings the count to 1-1. And here we go. Newton on the pitcher's plate, ready to deliver again. That one. Husak swings through. It's kind of an interesting swing. She kind of jumped at it almost. With 1 ball and 2 strikes. This would be a big out for the Tigers here. Just high. So that brings the count to 2-2. That one couldn't have missed by much. That one looked even closer. Boy, that makes it 3-2 here. Cusack holds up on that one. And that will load up the bases. Boy, there were a couple of close ones there that would have been tough to let go by. Coach Sneezer calls the infield in, and the bases loaded here to try and cut off a run. This is Elise Engelbretson, who has a couple of hits and had a fielder's choice. And that one, Newton fires past her, the foul ball that goes straight back. Boy, another one that just must have missed. Again, it's hard to tell exactly the positioning there, but Katie's barely moving her glove. That one comes in a little high. Count goes to 2-1. Newton ready to deliver the pitch. That one's fouled off again as well, so 2-2 is the count. Again, if you're just following along, it's 10-7 here in the bottom of the fifth, in the top of the fifth going into the top of the fifth. The Tigers were down 10-1. They played at 6 runs. Turn this into a good battle now. And that's strike 3. Newton gets her to chase. And that's a huge out there. Means the offense, or excuse me, the infield can go back, play normal positions. And that'll bring up Ava Husak, who flew out to left, has a single and a double. That first pitch to her goes high for a ball. Newton gets in her delivery, and that one's popped up, should be playable. That's Carly Schwartz in center, brings it in, and they get out of the inning unscathed. That was a high fly ball brought in center field. And so here we go, see if the Tigers can keep it rolling. Now down 10-7, coming into the top of the 6th inning. Great battle back here by Gilbert. Top of the order is up here. So Carly Schwartz will start things off here in a moment. Here's a bunt single, a single, and a hit by pitch so far today. So Carly comes up to the plate. All right, here comes Carly. Trying to reach base for the 4th time today. That one comes in low. So ahead in the count, 1-0. That one's low and outside. That's 2-0. The left-handed hitting Tiger. That one's swung at and dribbled down the first baseline foul. So 1 and 2 is our, 2 and 1 is our count as Carly Schwartz steps in. Husak with the delivery. That one's low and in the dirt. 3-1 count. Ooh, and she rips that one down the first baseline. Just foul. Smoked it, though. So 3-2 count. Pitched to Carly. She rips that one down. It's going to be over the center fielder's head and get to the fence. She's going to get 2, and she's going to stop right there. Ripped hard by Schwartz for a double. That brings up Katie Sneesick. All right, Katie's coming up. She's got a sacrifice, a base hit, and an RBI ground out. Ahead of that one on the changeup. So Schwartz on second base. Delivery to Katie. She flies one over to right field. That's going to be a tough play. It is caught, and that will advance Schwartz to third, though. So driven well to right field, advances the runner to third. Schwartz is on third. Tavares Smith will be up. Good tag up there by Schwartz to get to third base. Almost thought it had enough to get over the right fielder, but was able to get into position, make the catch. So Tavares Smith, she sees a ball. Struck out her first time, hit an absolute rope to the third baseman the second time, and then walked her last at bat. I believe that's the only walk issue, not in counting hit by pitches, by Husak tonight. Smith ropes that one to center field. That's going to get over the center fielder's head and go off the wall. That's going to plate Schwartz, and Tavares thought about going to third. Wisely stayed at second. As the relay throw, I think the center fielder, if she actually would have thrown to second, might have had a shot at her, but it was kind of a relay throw. Got away from the shortstop, but not very far away. And so that's a double to make this a 2-run game, with Emma Lateral being the tying run at the plate. What an effort by the Tigers. That'll be a ball low. Emma tonight has an RBI single. Flew out to first base and struck out her last at bat. Emma rips that one. That could go. That is over the fence, and we got a tie ball game, ladies and gentlemen. That was roped over the right field fence, right past the scoreboard. We have a tie ball game. Wow. Emma Lateral hadn't hit a home run this year till that. You won't hit a bigger one. And the Tigers are pumped. And the Comet crowd is shell-shocked. They've climbed all the way back. The game is tied. We're basically reset at 0-0. And Taylor Puck, who had a huge RBI double last inning, is at the plate. And Ava Husak responds with one of her hardest pitches of the night, right down the heart for a strike. Taylor lifts one to left. That is going to be foul. Missed a home run by about 5 feet. That went over the fence, but was launched. That was high and deep. The bad news of that is that it puts her in the hole 0-2. Oh, a little off speed there, gets Puck. So Madison Shannon will come to the plate. Madison's flown out to right, grounded out to second and walked. Ava Husak, and we got a little game of time going back and forth here. I wish there was a way to tell people if they turned off the game that they should turn it back on. Because this has become pretty epic. Maddie Shannon takes a crack at a swing. Count is 1-1 now to Maddie Shannon. Here comes Maddie Shannon. Ahead on that one, 1-2. So Maddie steps in. That one's outside. Count goes to 2-2. Thanks. Just Mr. Franzen tunes in, says he's still listening as Maddie flares one down the right field line. That's going to be fair. Just across the line. Wow. Flared that out into the grass. Just over the first baseman. That's a great piece of hitting. Just getting some contact. And so Maddie reaches on a single to right. Bringing up CeCe Hart. CeCe takes a big swing at it, unable to make contact. So in the hole 0-1. This one's on the outside corner. And missing. I thought he was going to call that a strike, but it was a ball. 1-1. This one's popped up a mile. I think that's going to be playable. It is. And so that will be caught by the second baseman for the third out. But we go to the bottom of the sixth, all knotted up, 10-10. What a game. So again, to recap that inning, we had, I believe it was Carly Schwartz leading off the inning at the top of the order with a double. And then Katie Sneesick moving her over on a fly out to right field, followed by a RBI scoring double by Tavaria Smith. And then this game got tied up in a hurry after that with a home run by Emma Lateral that was a rocket to right field. And then Taylor Puck unable to get on. Maddie Shannon flared a first base single to right. And then the last out of the inning from Cece Hart flying out to the first baseman. All right, so North Polk, right in the heart of the order here. We got Lucy Lucas coming up. She had a bunt single and a double tonight. And here we go.
Off the Comets, number 16, Lucy Lucas.
All right, Clara Newton, who replaced Addison Hodgson earlier in the game, starts off with a ball delivery to Lucy Lucas. Clara taking her time here. Everybody taking a little bit more time as they realize the depth of the situation here now. That one comes in as a strike. So 1-1 is our count, bottom of the sixth inning. That one catches the inside corner as the count goes to 1-2. Clara winds up, delivers that one, misses outside, 2-2. Great speed on that one. That one's ripped to shortstop. Can't be knocked down by Puck, so that'll be a leadoff single. Leadoff single by Lucy Lucas. And that'll bring in Caitlin Cleaver. Cleaver sent a home run to start off the second inning. Also has a sacrifice that scored 2. This one will be another sacrifice. Nice job by Clara Newton to scoop it up and get Cleaver out at first. So Lucas advances to second. Now Dillinger had a single her first time up, but has struck out looking the last 2 times. See if Clara's got her number again. This one's a little flare. That could be trouble. Foul ball. Oof. A little flare over the third base side over the bag and landed maybe a foot foul. That would have been trouble. So Coach Sneezik making some adjustments, having Gauk come in a little bit. Ball one there to Dillinger. Delivery from Newton, that one's a little low. So 2-1 is your count. That one's driven and right to Adeline Gauk. She's going to deliver the ball into third base. So it is a single. Gauk keeps it in front of her. Almost out of play. Almost out of play at third base. Coach Sneezik's going to go out and have a little powwow with her team here. So the Comets have first and third. Dellinger delivers a clutch hit for the Comets. So we've got everybody's having some conversations here, as would be expected. This is a huge part of the game. 1 out is our situation. Score is tied 10-10 in the bottom of the 6th. We've got Eva Koldeka, I believe, will be the batter unless there's a change. She has a sacrifice. A base hit was robbed on a line drive by Taylor Puck. So here we go. The group chats have broken apart. And we've got first and third. First pitch is a strike on the outside corner. Newton is up in the count. Here's a bunt. She is out at the plate. What a play. I got caught up. I think it was Emma Lateral that came in and just scooped it to Sneezik and got her at home. What a play. We have 2 outs. It's 10-10. Runners on first and second still for the Comets. And Maddie Cleaver, who has 2 singles tonight, and flew out to Maddie Shannon up at the plate. This is a base hit. This is going to score a run. Ball is knocked down. That was a base hit to left center field. So North Polk takes the lead 11-10. And we have number 15, Lauren Osborne. Has been on every time tonight. 2 singles and a hit by pitch. Oh, that one gets through Tavaria Smith's legs. Unfortunate there. That could have been the end of the inning, but unfortunately it was a hard hit ball, couldn't quite contain it, a little short hop. And so that'll bring up the top of the order, Ella Husak. That was a first pitch strike to Husak. Newton ready to deliver, has a strike in her favor already. That one goes high, grabbed by Katie. So 1-1 count. 13-10 is now our score. Bottom of 6, 2 outs. Good looking pitch there from Newton, but doesn't get the call. Count goes to 2-1. Newton delivers. That one's flared out to center field. They got to talk, and they do. Carly Schwartz brings it in. I was a little concerned there that they weren't communicating. Gauk was coming right in the same area. So that'll bring us to the bottom of 7. So Clara Newton will be the first hitter, followed by Zoe Jones and then Carly Schwartz. Say again, no matter what happens here, holy cow, what an effort by the Tigers. Being down 10-1 and just kind of felt like the Comets were cruising along, and then to 2 innings in a row, just come up and battle. Keep going from station to station and tie this thing up. And Clara Newton will step into the plate here. She's had 2 at-bats tonight. Was able to get on both times. Started that big inning that the Tigers had where they got 6. That one's outside off the plate. 1-0. That one smashed. Oh my goodness. Clara smashed it, and it went right back to the pitcher, and she was able to glove it. That was a rocket. That was couldn't hit it any harder than that, and one of those self-defense plays. So Zoe Jones will come up. Zoe's able to put it in play. That's going to be a tough play. Oh, where? They call that a foul ball. Yikes, okay. He had a better view than I did, but man, that did not look foul to me. Called that it landed foul to start. That one's a ball, so 1-1 is our count. Second pitch, so he puts that one, and it's snagged out of the air by the first baseman. So kind of came a little bit weakly flare off the bat and was able to be snagged by the first baseman. So Tigers down to their last out. Carly Schwartz up to bat. She's been on every time so far today. That one's low. So 2 outs. Tigers down 13-10 in the top of the 7th. Carly Schwartz up to bat. That one's also low. 2-0. Halstead taking a long time between pitches. That one's also low. 3-0. Husak, I mean, taking a lot of time between pitches. And she's having a hard time getting the signs. That one's in there. Oh, I thought he called strike. He called ball 4. That was, I don't know what the sound was there, but that was a 4-pitch walk. Katie Sneezik has a hit on the night. She takes a good crack at it and fouls it back. So 0-1 is their count. Top of the 7th inning. Gets ahead of that one, and it's a foul ball. So in the hole, 0-2. Comet crowd is on its feet now, and we got a timeout called. Coach Sneezik wants to talk to her daughter here. All right, here's the scene. It's top of the 7th, 2 strikes. Katie Sneezik at the plate. And Katie launches one to left. That's pretty high, and it's gathered in. That was a good swing by Katie. Probably only about 5 feet from the fence. What a game. Congratulations to the North Polk Comets on their victory and making it to state. And man, Gilbert gave it a heck of an effort. They really gave it a heck of an effort. That was something. They really could have just laid down kind of, or you know, just let this one completely get away, and to come back and completely tie it. Nothing to be ashamed of. That was a heck of a season for the Tigers. They were ranked this year. Great job by Coach Sneezik and her staff, Coach Unkin, Coach Billerbeck. But that'll wrap up the softball season. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in tonight. We'll try and put out some information if we're going to be able to broadcast the boys tomorrow night. I should have just brought a car and stayed over, but at any rate, we'll put out that information. Look for it from Coach Smith, and also on Twitter, and we'll post it and try and get it out tomorrow if we can get that thing broadcast. So, all right, congratulations again to North Polk, and congratulations to Gilbert on a tremendous softball season.